Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, hello and welcome. My name is Dolapo. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back and thank you so much for clicking. So today it's another opportunity for us to learn something new. This is one of my creations. I want to share with you how I created another stunning Ashoke headband. If you are here to subscribe, please do subscribe so you don't miss out of any of our tutorials. Now you should be familiar with all these materials if you have been following me on this channel. I'll put a list of all the materials in the description box down below. So as you can see, this is the plastic headband which I am attaching foam to just to pad it a little. I usually do this whenever I'm making Ashoke headband or any type of headband. It's easier for me to tack my design to my base. I'm padding it a little and I'm using my hot glue to fix it, as you can see.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well.
Now I have the Ashoke fabric which I'm going to be using to wrap the headband, and I measured about 30 inches and I used my soldering iron to cut it out. Yes, this soldering iron is a very important tool if you work with Ashoke. It prevents the fraying of your Ashoke edges. It works wonders, you know. So you can get yours. If you don't have one, you can get from those who sell musical instruments, those who sell speakers and generally musical instruments. That's where I got mine. Okay, so I also measured the width of my Ashoke as 1.5 inches and I'm using my soldering iron to cut like that all the way down. I did this in two places so that I could have enough piece to wrap my headband. I mean, I have this 1.5 inches width by 30 inches in two places.
If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do.
And this is one of the pieces and I'm going to be using that to wrap my headband. Please watch what I'm doing. I just went ahead to wrap my headband this way. At this point we have two sides of the Ashoke piece that I cut. One side is the sealed part, that's as it is when I bought it. Then the other side is where I cut. So make sure that while you're wrapping over, it's only the sealed part of the Ashoke should be visible from the outside. Now I'm just going to go ahead and wrap my padded headband with my Ashoke piece of fabric. Okay, please pay attention to the way I'm wrapping my headband. You can see that I'm just taking it over like that in a slanty way. There are several ways you can wrap your headband with fabric. I have a lot of tutorials on how to do that. You can check my other videos on how to, so it doesn't have to be exactly like this. You can make your padded headband or wrap your headband in any way or any form you feel is okay for you.
Is thinking about you, not doing well. Don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would.
I finished up the first piece of fabric halfway, a little bit away from the center of the headband, so I went to the other side and I used the second piece to continue the process.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice.
Okay, so I've wrapped the second piece over and I've gotten to this point. I'm going to cut off the excess, fold in the edge and use my glue to attach it. Make sure that at the point you're ending the second piece, you should have something to cover that part. That's your design must cover that part. Now over to the design. I have a piece of Ashoke cut out and the length is 30 inches while the second one is 25 inches. Yes, 25 inches. And I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to fold each of the edges of each piece into two and I'm going to stitch. I've done that at this point, and the length of each of the pieces have reduced. This has reduced to about 28 to 29 inches. Remember, it was 30 inches. The second one also reduced to about 24 inches. We're going to be starting with the longer one. I'm going to start manipulating the fabric, and I will stitch with my needle and thread. I would like you to watch what I'm doing at this point. You know, fabric manipulation has to do with you telling or instructing your fabric to sit this way or sit the other way for you to form something. So while I was filming this procedure, I was just doing it. Not that I had a design in mind. I was just trying to think of what this would look like while I was trying this out. Okay, it wasn't like I had a design already in mind. You can see me use my needle trying to tack while I gathered up. You can decide to run loose stitches from the beginning to the end if you want to, but I just prefer to do it this way so that I can see what it's going to look like while working.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe.
Now I'm done with the first piece and I moved to the second one. The width of the ashake is about 6 inches, and I decided to reduce it to 4 inches. So I marked 4 inches like that, and I used my soldering iron to cut it out.
We talk on the phone every night. Love to hear your voice. Not sleeping well, and I know that you're right, but you should know it. You've been gone for way too long now.
Then I'm going to sew loose stitches from one end to the other end. And please note, I was sewing my loose stitches on the side that was cut, that I used soldering iron to cut, not the sealed side of the ashake fabric. I went ahead, I pulled the thread like that to gather it up, and I tied. So, but before then, I intended doing this initially, but I changed my mind. So you could form something like this if you want to, and you tack to your headband. Okay, this is one design, but I changed my mind, like I said, and I went ahead to create something different. I pulled the thread, gathered it up, and tacked as I wanted it. Now to my headband, I had to place it on my headband holder. Okay, yes, a lot of you have been asking me where I got my headband holder from. I got it from Kira Beats Craft and Accessories. I'll put our social media handles and our phone number if possible on the screen. Yes, I also got my some other items from her, like a manicure rotator and others. I'm going to tack my design to my headband. You can see me mark where I wanted to place my headband earlier, and that's just it. I just went ahead and tacked. Invisible tacking, like I usually say, invisible tacking. Please try as much as possible to tack invisibly. That makes your work very, very neat and presentable.
Don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long. If I could lay down beside you, I would. When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If beside you, I would, I would, I would, I would.
I'm done tacking the first piece to the headband, and now this is the second piece. I mentioned earlier that I wanted to create something like this before. I just placed the second piece on it and tack, like, you know, just tack on it and create something. But I just felt I should do something different. Yes, so I changed my mind. You could do something like this. Can you see? With this illustration, you can see that you can just create something like this, just like the way I'm placing it on the headband, and I tack. Okay, I went ahead to create a beautiful rose like this.
That's all I wanna do. I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon. If I can lay down beside you, I would. Even if you're gone, I won't forget you. You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing.
I just went ahead and placed it on the first piece and tacked like that. At this point, like I usually say, you can embellish to your taste. Okay, you can always embellish. Yes, please follow me on my social media handles at DollyBCrafties. That's on Instagram, Facebook, and Pinterest at DollyBCrafties. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with others, and I hope to see you all in our next tutorial. Love you.